Okay, I'm back. Rebooted. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes my video card just stops sending signal to the monitor. And the only way to get back is just do a hard reboot. So obviously I can't trade if I can't see what I'm doing. The manufacturer told me if I just, well, not if I just, one thing to try is to put the video card into a different slot. So I've been procrastinating on doing that. I guess I better do it after the trading day and hope that fixes the problem so I don't have to deal with that again. Because there's nothing like being in the middle of a trade and next thing you know, all you see is black. Just a black monitor. And right now, the selling campaign has continued. I don't remember what bar I was on when it happened, but I think by the time I got back on, this had started. So the Dow, here we go. The Dow is down 338 points. The NDX Nasdaq 100 is down 38 almost. Composite's down 48. The S&P's down 26. The Russell's down 21, almost 22. The Russell is the laggard. The Dow's not too far behind it though. The Russell's down 1.4%. The Dow's down 1.36%. Volatility today is up almost 9%. RVX, which is the volatility on the Russell's, up 11%. So, volatility was up again yesterday, but the VIX was up almost 20%. So, it's not quite as bad as it was yesterday, but this is definitely elevated volatility. The futures are following suit. They're not too far off from their cash market counterparts. Gold is really doing a whole lot of nothing. It's up 2 basis points. It's been trading back and forth. I don't know if it's been trading back and forth through the open, but it's been trading very close to the open. Crude is down almost 2.4%. Increased shale production is what's driving this. The EIA number came out today and showed a pretty significant inventory build. So there's not a lot of time left. There's less than 4 minutes. I'm happy that I was able to trade myself back to even. Had some rough trades earlier in the day that were looking like they were going to ruin my day, but I dug myself out of a pretty big hole. I think the selling here in the NASDAQ helped. I don't want to say it was an easy trade, but it's easier when you see a definite trend and there's definite volume behind it, and you don't get this choppiness back and forth like what you're seeing here. That's a very difficult environment to trade. Now it looks like things are slow. I don't want to say they're slowing down a little bit, but we're seeing a little bit more push-pull here. Two-minute warning. the risk is to the downside. What's interesting about this, well, what I was seeing, I don't know if I necessarily seen that now, but what was interesting about this is that was seeing price steadily get pushed down. There wasn't a whole lot of bull movement, buying, pushing it back up again. It was just a kind of a slow, steady meltdown. You know, almost as if the bulls have just given up on the day. What buying there is left is trying to keep it above this level I'm indicating right here, the 68, 65.50. And the closing bell just rang 14 seconds ago. I got my sound turned off so I never hear it. A lot of volume now, there must be, because I'm having that problem again where the price drawn on the chart is not what the actual trading, what it's actually trading at. So that's, I don't want to trade that. Now it's caught up, I think. I don't know. But in terms of you know, the close, this looks like this price is settled now. The Dow's down 384. The NASDAQ 100 is down almost 46. The composite's down 57 and change. The S&P down 30 and a half. The Russell down 24, call it. The Russell and the Dow are the laggards today. The Russell down 1.56%, the Dow down 1.51%, the S&P a little bit, you know, not too far behind, 1.1. The NASDAQ was the best performer today. It was only down 2/3%. The composite was down a little over 3/4%. Volatility is elevated once again. VIX is down 9.5. The Russell, volatility on the Russell is down 12.5%. The 10-year, the index for the 10-year yield, the yield on the 10-year note, 2.868. The dollar's up 0.3%. Gold is flat, might as well be, up 20 cents. Crude is down $1.50. That's 2.36%. And if we take a look at, since February is now on the books, the NASDAQ 100 first down month since September. The composite is probably the same. NASDAQ composite, first down month since actually June. Because I think this one here, I think December was slightly higher. Yeah, so first down month for the composite since June. Okay. The Dow, first month-over-month decline since March. S&P probably the same. The S&P hasn't declined since March. That's technically, whoops, get out of my way. The closing on July was 24.70.30, and the opening was, or the closing was 24.71. So it was slightly ahead. So that was technically an up month. So yes, first down month for the S&P since March, and the Russell was fairly recent. I want to say, actually right there, December for the Russell was down. Prior to that point, it was August. So, ugly development today for the bulls. That's 2 consecutive down days. So it was 2 consecutive up days, because Friday of last week and Monday of this week, were positive. This is the Russell that we're looking at. Tuesday, Wednesday, negative, and it looks about the same degree. The Dow was down much more today. I think yesterday it was down almost 300 points. Today it was down almost 400 points. So that's going to be it for me. Tomorrow, lots of economic data tomorrow. Check out the AM edition of Traders Espresso. The written AM edition of Traders Espresso, I detail all of the data that's coming out tomorrow that's going to be important. A lot of inflation, some, well, I don't even want to try to remember now. Inflation, some, I think home sales were today. There's some GDP data I think comes out tomorrow. And, you know, Chicago Purchasing Managers Index was today. That one was negative. That was less than expected. But, yep, all the details there. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.